Hi, it's Nicole, and today I've got a project with Bella Boulevard's new documented line. This one, I do want to start. I forgot to hit record at the beginning where I was going through everything, but didn't really do much. I am starting with a 12 by 12 white textured cardstock for my base, and then this awesome rainbow stripe pattern paper, hands down one of my favorites. I trimmed it down so that it had a border. And then I am using a sketch bundle that I recently purchased that's geared towards one photo, one page. But I like to do more than one photo. So a fix to that is to grab a template, and I will have this template linked down below. It's really easy to edit this in the free version of Canva, and this is already sized to be a 5 by 7, so I just dropped my photos in and printed it at home. And I will say this process video is quite short, but putting the layout together took almost no time. Like, this was so much fun, so easy, and I had a blast. I skipped the hand stitching. That normally takes me a little bit longer. I think it would have looked really cute to do like tone on tone rainbow stitching around the edge. I can still do it if I want to, but I don't necessarily think it needs it. So my photos are from my kids' annual fundraiser that they would do in the fall, and it was always called Run for the Money. And so when I was trying to think of titles, I was really looking at any of like the pre-made options within documented, and on the chipboard sheet was the words go, go, go. And they were in those blue tones that are already at the bottom of the layout. And I'm already planning on doing kind of like rainbow tone on tone decorating around this. So I was like, yes, this is perfect. I am going to bring in some black elements. Right at the beginning of this clip, there's a Polaroid frame on the chipboard sheet and 2 Polaroid frames in one of the die cut packs, and you guys should be so proud of me. I backed 2 of them with the coordinating acetate sheet, I think it's clear cuts, and I love it. I'm about to cover up a lot of it, but I thought it was a really good not only use of the acetate sheet, but to bring in some more of that black kind of up and around. I didn't want the black to take over, but I did want, pops of it. Typically when I scrapbook photos from this event, I do like to go rainbow colors, because the whole time that the kids are running, people are spraying them with watered down paint. It's like tempera paint, something like that. And they come home kind of just covered in, it looks like chalk explosions basically. So they have a blast. They are little rainbow people, and I tend to gravitate towards, the rainbow theme because of that. So what I had done when I forgot to hit record was basically I opened the die cut packs and I just kind of dug through, and I was really looking for smaller, medium-sized pieces that kind of leaned towards one color, because I want to, like I said, not necessarily make like a wreath around the photo, but really just kind of have this like chaotic explosion of stuff, kind of like how they're getting sprayed with stuff when they are running. Now, I did use my journaling template to do these journaling strips. However, I think they're going to be a little bit too wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting foam adhesive behind them, and then I'm going to cut them in half and stack them up this right side. And that wasn't my original plan for housing the journaling, but at the end, I actually really liked how all of these kind of short pieces of journaling fill up the right edge of my photo. And it was super easy to cut these in half. I just kind of tried to find a middle area between two words and just went ahead and cut through the cardstock and the foam adhesive behind it. And then I am not really doing any sort of justified lining up of these. They're not to the left, they're not to the right, they're not centered. I'm just really leaning into the theme of that chaos and just kind of stacking them up, leaving a little bit of gap between each of them so that you can really see those rainbow colors. And I don't know, there was just something about this that, like, as I was stacking them up, I was like, yes, I love this. This is gonna work. And it's gonna kind of leave me that upper right hand corner to kind of bring around some of those pinks and reds as well. And then from here on out, it was just fun. I just kind of went from one type of product to the next. I grabbed 2 cameras from the puffy stickers. I had already picked out some of the enamel hearts to put between the chipboard phrases at the bottom. Some of the die cuts I do like to cut in half, especially if most of it is going to be tucked underneath something. And you can kind of see from the amount of stuff that I've pulled, I'm going to use maybe 30% of that. I like to pull more than I think I need because I would rather sort through a pile like this on my desk than sort through the entire embellishment pack. And some collections, like if I know I'm going to use something, a couple of times in a short amount of time, I will go ahead and do like I did with my Live 365, where I put them on cardstock with just a little bit of adhesive, and then it's more like I can flip through sheets of die cuts. With documented, I just couldn't not open everything, so I may go and attach everything to cardstock, because with this being such a new release, I have a feeling I'm gonna want to reach for it, and the design team is probably gonna be getting assignments with this for the next couple months, but we'll see. The next couple months are gonna bring some holidays, so I think there might be some holiday focused stuff coming up, but we shall see. I'm so excited to see what other design team members are doing with documented, because I think it's just such a dynamic collection. Like, it really reads every day. It really reads like just so open-ended that I can't wait to kind of see how everybody interprets, especially their first layout with this, because I feel like the first layout with a collection, you tend to gravitate towards a specific paper or a specific embellishment or something that's just kind of calling your name. And I think with different personalities and different kind of creative styles, that's going to look different to everybody. So I'm excited to start seeing stuff coming out on social media and stuff. So I'm just kind of going around. I do like to kind of go a little aggressive with the foam adhesive on a lot of this stuff, but my favorite foam adhesive is only 1 millimeter thick, so it's not super prominent. It just gives it a little bit of lift and kind of helps everything stand up. And I just kind of keep going around and trying things out and seeing if I like it, filling things in. I had stopped filming here. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. I had already added some black puffy flowers and hearts from like the basics, like Besties line. And then I remembered that there was this pack of pops for documented that had florals, and I was like, okay, we're gonna hit record again. And I was like, yes, we're gonna add some of these. I felt like I really needed to fill in just a little bit more on that right edge. And honestly, these were just too cute not to use. So I think I used half of this little pack on this one layout alone, and I'm okay with that. I think that these brought some more dimension and just kind of filled in some of these spaces, and overall kind of spread out the floral elements to go all the way around my photo. And then at this point I was like, okay, you have to stop. I could have gone with enamel dots. Like I said, I could have brought in stitching. At one point I had to just be like, you're done. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you are enjoying all of the inspiration coming out with the new documented line, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.